What's up, folks? Vinny Boy here. It is Independence Day, America Day. Today, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different, and I got a request on it, and I was like, why not? So today is the Q&A day. I've been having some free time, so I guess today would be the day for me to get to sit down and kind of get to know my audience, or you guys get to know me, so I can explain things and such like that. So without further ado, let's just dive into it and just get this over with. You know what I'm saying? So the first question that I got was that, who are you? Some people know you as Admin's brother, and but where did you grow up? Go to school? How old are you? So that's a bunch of questions in one. But yes, I am Admin's brother, and it's like, no, I can't sing like her. Only when I'm drunk, I think so. But and then when I'm in my own, when I'm in the shower singing my Vietnamese music, going on and on and on. But yeah, so that's all there, because she's in my vlogs and everything like that. So everybody got to know that. Where did we grow up? We grew up in California, in the Inland Empire. This place called, we started in San Bernardino. Well, I was born in Lawndale Torrance in LA, and then my family moved us to a safer place into San Bernardino, which isn't as safe that we thought it was. And then from San Bernardino, we grew up in Redlands. So Redlands is kind of mostly where I spent most of my time, like, when I was in elementary, middle school, and high school. And then right after senior year in high school, I went to moved up to Eastvale, which is now Eastvale, but I went to the school named Norco. So it was like really challenging going through that move, and just experiencing my life going through that. Senior year, I went to like 3 different high schools. So I went to so I went to Norco, and then I went to another high school. So we just went through a lot of moves when I was a little bit younger, and I guess that just makes me kind of a catalyst to just keep moving around as well, that I've been going around. So it leads me to the next question, which is, why do you live in California and Georgia? That's a pretty cool life, isn't it, to live in 2 different places? But why? And so I live in California and Georgia because I was introduced to Georgia from my sister, my other sister that lives in Georgia. And from there, she's like, Vin, you could do better over here, because I feel like it's cheaper, and people that can make minimum wage do minimum wage, or just bare minimum, can coast through life over here. It's a little bit easier than California, and you're not doing anything with your life, might as well. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So I came out here in Georgia. I started renovating her house first, and then we went from there. So if you see like a bunch of clips and a few things of grand things that I'm around my sister's house and my brother-in-law's house, that is the place that we put most of the work. Like, that's the first place I went to, and we just ripped that whole house all apart, and that's why I was here for longer than expected. I think I was here actually around this time 2 years ago, like around July 4th, around this time 2 years ago, ripping up her house. And that's when Olivia just got born too. So that was chaotic. Like, once Olivia got born, we just started ripping up her house. That was pretty interesting. So I do live in Georgia and in California, and I'm able to live in both places because my sister sponsors me, which is Minnie May. Thanks, Minnie Man. Shout out to you. And yeah, so she just lets me go, be at her house anytime and stuff like that, and kind of just, she take care of me. She's like my second mom, so she's always just like kind of however you do it, just be happy and try to do better than you have been doing in your life, Vin. So that's cool that she's always been, and she's like the ox of the family, so she take care of the family, and she's always the stronger one. Anytime we need to rely on her, she's always there. She's really chill about it. So we don't want to take advantage of it, but you know, I'm out there and you know, she allows it, so it's cool, you know. I mean, you're the best. So basically that's why I get to be in two places, but I moved out here more because I think I can establish myself a little bit better than I did in California, because I did run into a lot of different crowds that I had out there, and you know, like I just been there all my life, and every day I can be chilling, like literally chilling. Like I know a spot so much that it's so comfortable, and it's like I can just fall back to whatever I've done when I was younger and such like that. But in Georgia, I don't know that much people, even though I can get through a lot of different things that it is the same thing as in Georgia. Like everywhere I go, I still find places or people just like it, like the type of people that I chill with, you know what I'm saying? But with here in Georgia, I'm older, so I get more motivated to, you know, pursue my career, and as in a real estate agent, as in a handyman. I'm not a contractor yet, but I'm getting there. If it allows me to do it, I'll do it. But my ultimate goal is to flip houses. So get a house, flip it, go from there, get passive income, and that's just what my mind's thinking and what my plan is and what the family plan is for me and my pops, and that's what the get go with that. And I just got to that right there. So does it get old traveling back and forth? I don't think it does, because I think that one of the things that I want to do is like travel professionally. So I guess traveling back and forth to Georgia and LA is like a 5-hour trip or something like that, but I enjoy like going back and forth. Like I like to search up the scenery. Like I would be in California for like 6 months during the summer or something like that, and I'll be in Georgia for a couple months here and there. And I'm so blessed that I got cool clients that just like, you know, like just so flexible, and be, hey Vin, we want you to do this, we've been waiting for you to do it, and whenever you get some time, let me know when you in town. Because like, you know, like Cali is where I got everything's all there set up and everything like that. But when I got to Georgia 2 years ago, I didn't have anything, and now, dude, I have the same exact setup that I have in California, like all the tools, everything to do a whole renovation. Like I've just been collecting these from jobs that I've been taking, and I did the biggest job of my life here by myself, and I had to fly my uncle and my pops, but it was one of the biggest jobs I ever had. So that made me accumulate a lot of skills and a lot of tools as well. So dude, I'm set up in California and Georgia, like boom, we can renovate anything, know what I'm saying? So but and another question was, which of the two states do you consider home? That's Cali, baby. You know, we're always about that Cali lifestyle, you know? Like, it's just like I would love to be living there all the time, but I already know myself, and I gotta live myself for, you know, a next couple years or something like that, just to be like chill out, man, like just work, grind, chill. And Cali is just like, it's a comfortable space, and it's just like that's the closest to my heart for sure. Like I would live and die in Cali, but I'm living in Georgia right now, which is cool, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting used to it. But this rain that's been happening, I don't know about the rain, you know what I'm saying? That can go for a quick second. All right, we're going back to the next question. Where did you learn how to cook? Looks like you've had training. Have you? So for me, I've been cooking at a young age, and I've been just fascinated about it when my mom does it. I don't know when I started to do it. I think maybe when I'm like in and out of the house. Like there's times that, you know, I run away from home, come back, run away from home, move here, move all there, all over the place. And you know, sometimes you just gotta eat. And I always end up calling my moms up and be like, hey mom, how do you do this? And she's like, this is how you do it, you know, like this and this and this and this. And you know how Vietnamese people are just so vague about it. They're just like, do it and then like that, you know. So I'm like, okay, so I learned it on my own, as in I just, you know, focused, and then I just did it on my own, like fully like that. I think the first time I really had to do it on my own when I moved up to San Jose. So I moved up to San Jose, and I was out there for at least like 4 or 5 years of my life. and I had to fend for myself, and I had to live out there and cook and stuff like that. And so I did just started cooking for me, and we went from there. Like I started cooking all this Vietnamese food, cause like that's what we enjoyed up there when we ate. And yeah, so that's what it is. Quick like note that I actually went to an audition for the Master Chef for Ramsay. I think his name's Ramsay. Forgot his name. I think his name's Ramsay. No, it's not. So it was Top Chef Gordon Ramsay. So it was very, very funny how I did it. The audition was actually in San Diego, and at that time I was living in Santa Ana. And so I went to the audition, and I didn't know exactly what it was that I had to do. So I just brought all my pots and pans and all the ingredients and everything like that. And I got there, and then I asked the conductor or whoever it was, I was like, so where do I set up and stuff like that? They're like, you were supposed to prepare the food first and then bring it in and then plate it. And I was like, what? I was there like maybe 2-3 hours earlier, and I had a good trip, and one of my good friends came through, and then I was like, what am I supposed to do right now? How am I gonna cook this? So we just jumped into like a park, and I just started cooking. And my favorite meal is bánh xèo. So I'm in the park, and I have these tables, and I'm like doing it hella Vietnamese style right now, just in my like just chilling, cooking it, getting it right. Cause like when you do bánh xèo, you have to cook it a few times to get the pan a little bit like stronger, hotter. The more you cook, the better the pan goes, you know? So I was there for a good hour just cooking. So after I cooked it, made the mum right there, and I plated it. So I came back, and then so you go into this room, and then it's like a U shape, and there's like 4 or 5 judges that come and just eat your food or taste your food. So I think I was like in 30 people around me or something like that. And yeah, you don't see Gordon Ramsay when you're going through these auditions and stuff like that. So they tasted my food, they liked it, and I progressed to like 2 different levels, right? So it was like they got the other people out, and then it was like 10 people, and then it came to 5 people. So when I got to 5 people, it was funny because it was all women, and I was just standing there, and I was like, damn. And what the question was that they asked you was like, you know, if you win, what would you do with it, and like with the money, and how would you go and do all that and stuff like that. And then these girls had hella sob stories, you know. They'd be like, one's from the military, and then she wants to like get it, like donate money to the Air Forces or something like that. There's a girl that wanted to be in like, it was in law school, and she just wanted to go through law school, pay for law school, and pay for her people and stuff like that. And then but when it came to me, I was like, dude, I did the most superficial answer. It was like, I just want to take care of my family and feed the poor. And when it got like that, everybody was just like, what? And I was like, yeah, you know, if I get enough money, man, I'll just start feeding the poor and stuff like that. And I guess that was just like what I said that really, like, I don't know. But I got eliminated that round, but at least I was up there to tell them like actually what it was that I wanted to do and what my passion was about, you know? So first of all, it was taking care of my family. After that, I was like, dude, I just want to feed all the poor, because I've been there and I know y'all grind, and dude, I got you, Vinny boy, got you. But yeah, that's a little bit over whatever the question was. Like, did I have any training? Like, yeah, my training was my mom and sometimes YouTube, of course, you know. So that really played a part into it. And now, as in like I grown my palate, I kind of understand more of tastes and ingredients and fresh ones and picking things out and stuff like that. So I'm more quick with it and stuff like that. And sometimes I even tell people about it, like, you know, how to cook, or man, when I had girlfriends and stuff like that, I would like knack on them so hard on like how to even cut the certain way, you know. When I was younger, like I would always be on them like, dude, you're not cooking it right. And it's always like a competition because you don't know how to cook, you know, because women don't know how to cook. Just playing. But I mean, for my experience, that never had a girl that I've dated cook better than me. That's a bold statement right there, but I'm pretty confident on what I'm saying right now. You know what I'm saying? I really can cook. But anyways, let's go to the next question. And it said, when did you become a contractor? Do you love it? You look super young to have all these skills. Where did you learn it from? So right now, I'm not a contractor. I am just a handyman. I do jobs on the side, and I learned all of my skills from my dad that's been dragging me along to all his jobs since he was like, when I was like 15 or 16. I always wake up on Saturdays cutting stuff, doing stuff, because like I was the only guy in the family, so he was always gonna wake me up and do chores with him, and we just developed this whole thing. And you know, like I've been going through college and all that stuff because you know Asian parents want you to be like a doctor, a lawyer, such and such like that, you know, and that's all they beat it into our heads. And I was like, I wanted to try that too, and I was trying to like make my family happy and like good and all and stuff like that. But dude, Vinny boy could not go to school. I mean, like I could, but I just didn't see myself there yet. I mean, I went towards like nursing program. Like I was in a nursing program once. Not in it, but I was pursuing to it until I went to microbiology. When I got to microbiology and we started like making E. coli and doing all this stuff and all these terms come at me, I was working full time then, and it just wasn't like what I wanted to get myself into or saw myself got into. So I don't know. At a time of my life, I was like really stuck into like what am I supposed to do and such like that, and like I don't have everything all like all figured out, but I know that I'm good at this and I know how to, you know, work hard and do that. So I put my 100% into it as much as possible and then go from there. So it's really just like, it's not a lot about skill. Oh yeah, it does. It does, but it's more of like if you're gonna try it and do it, you know what I mean? Like for me, that's why I see it. But with my dad, he was more like, dude, we gotta be skillful, man. We gotta do this. You gotta use your brain. You gotta do this right. Why would you do it like this, like that? But like as me, my thinking, his old school, my thinking is like, you know, at least I'm here. I showed up, and you know, at least we're still progressing, going on. Cause this guy, he's like grandmaster of everything. Like this guy, there's things that just happens, and I be like this thing, and he's like, yeah, this is easy. Just put it together. Like sometimes you just try to explain it to him over the phone, and he knows exactly what to do. And I could be on a project for like freaking hours, and he comes in and be like, 2 minutes. He finds the problem, get it done. He's like, man, you know good. So that's basically, I've learned it from the grandmaster, which is my dad. So learning everything from them, and dude, from all these years, just you know, just learning from him, I still don't know all the stuff that he knows. Like it's just stuff that he makes up sometimes that just makes sense, and like how you deal with things. Like every project has been so different every single time. How you treat it, how you deal with it, and it's in the same category, but like you gotta see it as everything is like different. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But I do love it right now, and I see that it's very valuable what I'm going through. I know that, you know, I'm not good at, you know, helping people as in like health wise and stuff like that, because I'm not knowledgeable yet like that. But I can help people as in, you know, giving them a roof over the head, or there's a leakage problem, you know, save you from your money problems and everything like that. That's what I'm about. I'm trying to find solutions for, you know, your home problems. So that's like, I'm the homie getting the solution, you know what I'm saying? So the Let Doan Home Solutions here. Don't worry, be happy. Alright, so another question, man, this is going pretty long right here real quick, is that when did you become a no. How many siblings do you have? What was it like growing up with so many sisters? So I have 5 sisters. Yes, 5. My favorite number, 5. And man, it was challenging. Like I would have to say that when I was growing up, there was like a lot of picking at me, and a lot of like like kind of um, I don't know, a lot of crazy emotion going on in that house. Like I felt like every month somebody was popping off like something, and I'm like, what the heck? And then there's sometimes that all of them gang up on me, and I was like, what the hell? And then there's this one time I got beat by my sister, and it was crazy. Like she was like, hey, go read a book, and she was like doing all this like power shit on me, and then she's like, go read a book, and then she slapped it on my face, and then she just ripped my my white beater that I had on and everything like that, and I was like, what the heck? And she beat my ass, right? And then after that, I took Taekwondo, son. So I came back and I became a 3rd degree black belt. Okay, but after that time, I think we were just chill about it. And then I did have a rough like childhood with the sisters, but I didn't stay around much with them because I just went to the homies that I made, because I had a lot of homeboys outside on the streets and everything like that. So I was chilling more on the streets than chilling at home with them. And I'm pretty sure that they had a lot of beef with my parents to be like, where's Vin and stuff like that. And you know, I couldn't be at home with a bunch of women all the time. It drive me crazy. So that's why I went to the homies and chilled there and played video games and did all the shit that we did. Got into a bunch of trouble. But yeah, it was challenging, you know, living with women. But don't get me wrong, I'm not an expert. I've lived with them and I still don't know anything about women. So we can put it right there. There's another question. Seems like you choose to be happy and positive. Have you always been this way, or do you decide at some point of happiness was your choice? So yeah, so this is definitely like this hit close to home. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, my happiness is my choice, and my positivity comes from within. You know what I mean? Like I've been through a bunch of shit. I've been through a lot of things in my lifetime that I struggle with a lot. You know, like I struggle with women, I struggle with grades, I struggled as a kid. I'm not proud of everything I do, and it's just like it was basically a constant like disappointment like a lot of my life, that I just didn't want that anymore. So like as I get older, I think that's what changed me, because like I've been through all these experiences in my lifestyle. Like I've been through, you know, breakups, I've been through, you know, the underworld, I've been through, you know, like the drug thing, the whole gangs, the whole, you know, the system, getting locked up, disappointing my parents, disappointing my family, fighting with my family, and just all bad and negative stuff that they're just like, dude, you're like the only son, Vin. That's why, like, why can't you wake up and become what we want you to be? But I was just like, whoa, that's just heavy, dude. That's just heavy as fuck. But yeah, so I'm just like, you know, I've been through a lot that I'm just like, right now, I even fell into a depression this one time. You know, when people, you know, go through depression and they're just like, you can't get out of it. Whew. I gotta get a minute right here real quick. Shit. Damn, that went deep as heck right now. But like, I did go through the depression. I lived through that, you know what I mean? When you live through that and you got another chance and you're just like, you know, what do I do now? You just become limbo in life, and it took years for me to get out of it and finally like kind of just pick myself up. Like nobody else is gonna pick me up. That's why I strive every day to not get myself into that level anymore, because, you know, forget who everybody out there, you know what I mean? You just gotta focus on yourself you know, and you go from there. Like your inner happiness comes from within yourself. Like you gotta grow that skin that society wants you, or you should have, with society like always riding you on your back. So I grew this thick skin, and I just learned to smile, you know what I mean? Like, and every day I know that I'm human, and I'm just gonna mess up all the time. But now I see my failures, that if it doesn't go onto anybody else and stuff like that, it's just my fault. So then I take these failures and be like, you know what? I'm gonna learn from these. Every time I do it, and I still keep on messing up, but you know, every time I do it, it just gets me in my mind more better, more stronger. And you know, that's why I choose to be happy than anywhere else that I've been to, because if I fell into depression again, you know, I could take it somewhere. The mind is such a crazy thing that, like, anybody can get to any type of thinking, you know what I mean? Like, you could look at somebody and he could be like, you know, a crisp cut person, a stand-up guy and everything like that, but you don't know the psychological stuff that goes into the human mind, like, for everybody, you know? So everybody sees you like, oh, I don't see you like this person like that, but you can't judge a book by its cover or how much you know them, because it could take a long time for you to even understand a person, and they can get there any type of way. So that's why I like to be positive about things, and you know, that's why I like to be around people that's all about positive energy, and you know, strong about, you know, not doing wrong to anybody anymore, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been through. So another question, do I have a girlfriend, and if not, why not? So no, I do not have a girlfriend, and this is funny because I had an encounter like the other day with like a friend, and I was like, it's cool, you know what I mean? I don't know if I should tell the whole story, but to sum it up, it was like more women. When you know that song that says women want to have fun, I don't think women want to have fun. They want to tie you down, change you, and make you a good person in their ways and their own thinking and everything like that, and you don't have no fun. I'm just playing, but I felt that kind of pressure again from another friend that I was talking to for like a day or two, and she just kept on like, you know, you should go to church, and you should stop drinking beer, and you should do this and this and that. I'm like, dude, I'm a 30-year-old grown man. Who the hell are you to tell me anybody to do anything like that? Like, my mama don't even tell me like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think just right now, like, with my relationships and stuff like that, I don't think I'm ready for anything like that. It was like a red flag saying like, freaking A, she wants to get in a relationship. She's like riding my back. Like every other girl was riding my back, and I was like, this is not happening. If it happens, it happens, but I know that she ain't gonna be riding my back, you know what I'm saying? That's just too crazy. I got too many things to worry about and too many things to see and learn about, that I'm not like stressed about any of that. But, you know, I'm not like all negative about, you know, love and stuff like that. Dude, I have homies getting married all the time. My whole family got like kids and stuff like that. I know what it is to be a family man and lovey and dovey and stuff like that. It just, for me, it just didn't happen yet. So I take that as a blessing, that, you know what I mean, like now I can just pursue my dreams and do what I gotta do. And if it falls through, it falls through. Don't push it. Don't make it into anything else. I'm just embracing my freedom and my bachelorhood as much as possible. Because like, once you go there with somebody, like you go all the way, son. Like you gotta be hitched with this person for the rest of your life. And you know, when you change those vows, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's just not words. It's like more than words. They're like bonds. You know, they're vows. That's what it is. So I'm gonna leave you at that. So thank you for listening to my rants and everything like that on this beautiful July 4th. And I'm happy I got through a few of these questions. Leave a comment down below what you guys think, or if you guys like this question in Q&A, should I do it every month, every year, something like that? not monthly, because that shit was kind of crazy. Kind of got me to a thinking, and we go from there. But anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my vlogs. Yo.